What's going on, y'all? This is Q Ortiz, your local San Diego massage therapist, musician, and artist. And today, I want to talk about designing your life and some steps that I felt were helpful in my own journey in order to continue to improve. Now, I wouldn't say my life is perfect, but I would say that it is filled with a lot of things that I love, and I'm grateful to be alive and grateful to be doing what I do. So whether that make it whether that makes it perfect, you know, whatever. But I know there are certain things I do want to improve upon. So that's where I'm not necessarily saying that it's a perfect life. So, with what I'm expressing about designing your life, one thing is taking inventory on what you already have going on. Now, I had gone through this video by Brendan Burchard. I might have mentioned it before because there are certain videos and lectures and systems and programs that really left a great impression on me in moving forward. I was able to find certain systems and find the resonance within myself with them and apply them, where whether it be, I mentioned in the last video, I believe, with Jim Rohn, some of his lectures, I would just repeat those things and take notes and write them down just to get those lessons ingrained. So with this one-page productivity tool from Brendan Burchard, I was able to get the idea of projects, people, and priorities. Projects being, what are the things that you want to do? What are the things that you're working on? Whether it be you're wanting to write a book, you're wanting to make an album, you're wanting to paint this canvas, make this sweater, whatever you want to do, it's a project. It could be something more philosophical. It's up to you. It's your thought. It's your project. Be a master of self, right? Just whatever that means to you, whatever your project is, it's putting that up. Then people. Who do I need to reach out to? Who am I waiting on to move these projects forward? And if you heard the song Eyes on the Road on Q's Vibe Collection, I said, wow, man, hold up. I don't want to. So, Eyes on the Road, say, keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. Gotta stay focused as the sun rises, and exercise, and then exercise the pen. Writing out my day, third eye vision. And I'm looking for my peeps. Gotta move these projects forward where they be. I said I'm looking for my peeps. Gotta move these projects forward where they be. So, looking for the people I'm waiting on, people who I'm reaching out to. And I got that from this system that I had been working on. I was hit to that specific productivity tool at that time, and I was working on that, writing out my day. That's a part of it. It's the projects, the people, and the priorities. So with the people, who am I waiting on to move these projects forward, and who do I need to reach out to? you're checking. And with Brendan Burchard, he explains it. Obviously, he had a whole program on it, so I'm not about to do his whole program. I'm just referencing it, so then you could potentially check it out if that's something you're interested in. But I found it particularly helpful in developing, just to have that sort of mindset, not just being on the, he would call it the gerbil drip of the email, waiting on notifications, but being more of a producer, being more in control of what you're doing. So that's people. Priorities are the things you need to do each day in order to move those projects forward. Whether that be for mastering yourself, or say one of the projects is you becoming healthier. What does that look like for you? And what does that look like as far as a step each day? What does being healthier look like? Does it look like it's walking more, setting time to walk? Is it stretching? These are the different thoughts that you have. These are the different reflections that you can have in order to design your life. It's those kind of activities that, when you're allowing yourself to do them each day, you're becoming that, because it's what you do. Your consistent actions becomes your life. So that's what you're working on, if that's a goal of yours. I just use that as an example so that you can put in your head, okay, well, the project would be, you wanted to buy a house, right? What are the steps that you would need to do each day in order to get to that goal? Maybe look up houses. What kind of pricing are the houses? How much would you need to save to do that? What areas? That becomes a part of your activity. You're searching, researching, figuring out what you need to do in order to get to that place, figuring out all the information. Now, with that tool, I was able to create a mind map, and I made more of my life, putting the different things that I want to take care of. So I think I mentioned earlier in this video about taking inventory. I think that was from the start. You're taking inventory of everything you have going on, whether you're working at Walmart as a cashier, or you working in Burlington Coat Factory, receiving, unloading trucks. That could be listed under the job or something like that. But really, you want something better. You want something different. And when I'm mentioning that inventory, at least you have a baseline. And even if you don't know exactly what you're into, and I pulled this from different speakers, different coaches, just, you have to explore. You have to explore different events, different gatherings. You never know what you like or dislike unless you do. Maybe you do, but sometimes you can find yourself in, say, like salsa classes, salsa, bachata, and you go, okay, like, I did at first, so I'll speak personally, yeah. I didn't know, I knew about salsa. I didn't really know about bachata so much until I had the free time. I had the moment in time to explore a place that was open. I saw a flyer. I said, let me go to this. I heard about it for years at different times, and I went to a class, And oh man, it was awesome, especially because one of the goals I had and have is improving my Spanish, because I want to have that skill. I want to be able to speak Spanish. Quiero hablar en español. Así que yo practico cada día. Each day I practice Spanish, and with the dance class, it's also Spanish. Salsa and bachata, it's all in Spanish. So I was able to go get the language within the music and in the culture of the dance, and increase the ability in the musicality through gathering different rhythms, different timing, that different swing that those specific styles have. So just, I didn't know what that would be like, but I took a chance. I went, explored it. I could have gone there, felt like, this isn't really a vibe, and just, now I know. But it's about getting that information through exploration, seeing what might be interesting. Check out a play, check out different classes, sewing classes, watching lectures, going to different businesses, talking to people in real estate, talking to people who are doing Lyft or the ride share kind of things. I was talking to someone recently, and he was giving me some information just based off of his experience, so then I could have that information for myself just moving forward. Okay, I see what you're saying. Seems like this is more lucrative, or oh, okay, you could use this to your advantage. It just depends on your circumstance. And that's what it's about. You're exploring, taking in information, seeing what resonates with you. But a big part of that is becoming more sensitive to your internal world. At least that's what I feel is, and that's how I feel I've gotten to where I am now, is when I got into the breath, when I got into the body, the posture, I became more opened up to life. Because once again, excuse me, I became more open up to life because now my heart is open, right? I'm not hunched. I'm not closing my emotional center. I'm more upright. I'm able to see everything around me. Now I'm gaining more sensitivity through the Qigong practice with the breathing, releasing tension with the breathing. When you're aligning your spine, aligning your body, you're able to reduce a lot of tension, a lot of muscular tension from your muscles trying to hold you up and pull you up. Where if your alignment is sort of hunched, the muscles in the back and the neck, they're all pulling, even the jaw, they're all pulling just to keep your body upright. So with working on aligning better with my body, then getting deeper into the food aspect to, again, clear out a lot of tension, inflammation, just being able to feel more deeply, that's where you can feel resonance. You could feel your intuition better when you're not intensely clogged with tension and inflammation and obstruction. So that, I feel, is a helpful aspect in the journey of feeling into yourself, having different ideas, going making the time too. That's another thing. Making the time to explore these different things, not just accepting that this is my life and that's it, but little steps, little steps. I'm gonna go to the beach today. I'm gonna go to this event. Oh, I see there's a show on this day. Am I able to go? Yeah, I'm making the time to go here. And through those little things, you go, yeah, I want to be out more. I want to be more in community. I want to do this. So, what are those steps that you can take that will allow for you to become that vision that you see? And that's how I'm gonna leave you today. So if you like this video, click like. If you have any questions or have any comments, drop a comment below. And if you want to continue on this journey with me, click subscribe and we can vibe. Peace out.